Hello Blue Jeff viewers and readers, this is Blue Jeff Chief Editor Javid. Okay, today I would like to talk about aspect of sound design in video games that I think should be brought out to more developers. Before I start, basically what I'm talking about today is what is 5.1. Before I go further, I would just like to show you what 5.1 sound mix is about. So for that, I'm going to use a clip from Dolby to showcase to you what are the 5 discrete channels, or rather the 6 discrete channels in the 5.1 means. So let's roll the clip here. Okay, this is Dolby. So this is your standard 5.1 setup. Okay, this is the left channel. This is the center channel. So this is the right channel speaking. This is the surround right channel. This is surround left channel. Okay, the next channel that's going to play is called the subwoofer channel, which is also known as the point 1, which is what the point 1 in 5.1 mean. So I'm going to put my microphone next to my subwoofer so that you can hear this sound clear. Alright, so today's topic, the subject of today's video, what I'm talking about was the point 1 channel or the subwoofer channel. This channel. Okay, what is this subwoofer channel? It's a discrete channel in 5.1 that sends separate bass signals to the subwoofer. Okay, some of these sounds actually don't appear when you listen to the movies in stereo. I can cite one example, which is the movie Black Hawk Down by Ridley Scott. I have the Blu-ray. So if you listen to Blu-ray, like the scene where they say it's all units I read, then you hear the Black Hawks starting up, then you hear the choppers going. And if you have the subwoofer channel, you get the advantage that you will hear a little bit of bass which sounds like. Okay, you can go and check it out, Black Hawk Down on Blu-ray, and you play in 5.1. Okay, if you have 5.1 set up and you have everything set up properly, you will hear this bass signal. And I also noticed if you play this in stereo, you will not hear these separate bass channels. Okay, for the most part, almost all movies which have 5.1 sounds on DVD or Blu-ray have this discrete subwoofer channel. There's only one time where I played the movie and it does not use subwoofer channel. It's the movie Speed in 1994 with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. You know, I bought the DVD, and when I played it, it did not use the subwoofer channel. I was so disappointed. I actually sold the DVD like the next day. So not having the subwoofer for me is a real bummer lah. I'm a stickler for this subwoofer channel. So if it doesn't have, I would really get pissed off lah. Okay, what shocks me, right, is that a lot of games quite a huge number of games actually don't use this subwoofer channel here. Okay, I can name a huge number of titles. I don't know about the real percentage, but I would think about 40% of 3D rendered games actually don't use the subwoofer channel at all. And I can point out a few. Even I'm talking even just about high profile games, like The Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim, GTA 5. The game is so high profile, but it does not use the subwoofer channel, which I don't know why. I cannot explain that. Borderlands 1 and 2 also they don't use the subwoofer channel. Alien Colonial Marines, another one. A lot of Source Engine games, surprisingly, I also don't see them use this subwoofer channel, even though they have the 5.1 down there. Like Team Fortress 2, Half-Life 2, Left 4 Dead. I'm also very shocked that Bioshock Infinite, right, also don't use the subwoofer channel, which is very weird since Bioshock 1 and 2, right, when I played it on my 5.1 setup, it does use the subwoofer channel. I don't know what happened down there. However, there are also a lot of games that are actually aware of this subwoofer channel. Battlefield 4 uses the subwoofer channel. Crysis, Halo, I already can tell from Halo 3 onwards. I don't know about Halo 1 and 2 because I haven't had the opportunity to play in 5.1 with the original Xbox. Gears of War 1, 2, and 3 on the Xbox 360. But I'm surprised that the PC port of Gears of War does not actually support 5.1. I don't know what happened. Even you talk about games like Call of Duty. Yeah, a lot of people say that the guns sounds like paintball guns or whatever, right? But it actually does use 5.1 with the subwoofer channel, and that's definitely a good thing. But in terms of Call of Duty, right, I noticed there's one flaw. This center channel does not actually gets rarely used except for the cliffhanger mission. The cliffhanger mission in Modern Warfare 2. So if you remember that mission, you have this heartbeat sensor, right? You hear the yeah, that sound is in the center channel. You can go and play it in your 5.1 if you want to. Okay, so what happens when I encounter this type of games, right, that do not use this subwoofer channel? So what I will do is I will change my settings in my Denon AVR 1912 AV receiver to cross over the base signals from the 5 channels, the left, center, right, surround, right, into the subwoofer manually. Okay, you can check in the manual how to do that. It basically took me some time, but I finally managed to get it in a way that's user friendly. So why, maybe you might not be aware of this, okay? Because I believe, right, most common people who just buy the sound amplifier, right, they don't notice this is because the amplifier probably does this bass crossover automatically. Okay, but here's the thing. High-end home theater buffs like myself, right, we want to hear the sound mix as intended by the filmmakers or game developers. Hence, right, I'm not sure about others, home theater enthusiasts, but myself, I will set my amplifier to direct mode most of the time to hear the individual channels as intended. Only when I realize when the game, right, especially games, they don't use this discrete subwoofer channel, what I will do, then I will turn on the bass crossover settings on. But I believe we as users shouldn't have to change settings like this on our own end. Okay, sure, right now, I consider I'm fortunate now. I'm finally able to come to a point where I can afford a good amplifier like my Denon amplifier, so I can change these settings with ease. But before that, I use an analog solution. So what I do is I connect the RCA cables, right, for the front to think 3 separate amplifiers. One is the front left, front right. The other one is a surround left, surround right, one amplifier. Then one amplifier for the front, one amplifier for the center specifically, and I'll connect the subwoofer channel to here. So as you can see, it just comes directly from the player or the PC to these channels separately. So as a result, right, in older setups like this, right, if the game does not use a subwoofer channel, right, you will definitely complain, hey, how come there's a lack of bass? And that is definitely a problem. I believe, right, more games must be aware of this discrete subwoofer channel to ensure the best cinematic quality sound mix in home theaters. Even in a game like Rage, which I played recently, they do use a subwoofer channel, but even if it's just a simple code in the engine that just cross over all the bass signal to the subwoofer, even at that basic level is fine. It does have to be done on the game's end. It shouldn't be done on like the user end to go and cross over these bass signals manually, so that at least we know you designed the sound mix with the subwoofer channel in mind. But right, if more game developers can take the extra mile, right, to design separate sounds, like for the subwoofer channel, that will be even better. A lot of games already done it. Battlefield 4 is a good example. If you saw my let's play, right, sometimes you say how come the gun have this bass sound. It's because those bass sounds is sent separately to the subwoofer channel that if you play in stereo, you will not hear it. So that's a good aspect of sound design of Battlefield 4 for that part, with the design with 5.1 in mind. Okay, but I feel using subwoofer channel in games, like, should be a must in every 3D rendered game. It should be an industry standard. If all movies use the subwoofer channel, right, except for that one case of Speed, Speed DVD, maybe the mix go wrong, but whatever, I digress. But if all movies use the 5.1 mix as intended, right, as an industry standard, I believe this should also be an industry standard in games. Subwoofer channel is not a privilege, it's a must. That's what I believe. So I hope if you are a game developer listening to this, right, you are aware, you will be made more aware of this subwoofer channel. If you know aware about this problem and you are unable to use the subwoofer channel, I also would like to hear why. It'd be very interesting. So that's it for this video. I hope this has been informative to both home theater enthusiasts and game developers about what is the 5.1 channel about, and I would like to increase awareness that more game developers, in fact all game developers I believe, must use the subwoofer channel to ensure the best sound quality mix in games, especially games. But if movies can do it, all of it, so games also must have this standard. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you in our next Blue Jeff video. Thank you very much.